Today we're going to learn how to build this very simple and useful workflow for content generation and asset generation for blog posts, posting content on Instagram, and that kind of stuff. It uses Google Drive to save the files, uses Gemini to generate the images, and just your AI, you can choose any AI you want, LLM, to generate the prompt of the image. So using our Google Sheets that we used on the previous videos, and it generates, let me show you guys, these kind of images. Exactly what the visual description was of the post. So basically assets for you to create your post. So yeah, let's start. So let's begin. Here is the flows that we've been building for the last 2 weeks. So the first one, we get the RSS feeds and get ideas from blogs to create the posts. And the second one actually creates the posts, so the textual contents. And then we're gonna build a one for the assets generation. So with AI, in the current state, we can't actually build the entire post using like an image generation model because the text just isn't really reliable, the text generation part. So what people usually do is use Banner Bear for creating the template and then change the images and the text. Or you can also use for free like Google Slides for that. But today we're going to build the asset generator, so only the background images, and then you manually go there and then change, put the text in the background image. That's the idea. So we're gonna another Google Sheet trigger right here. One row updated from our list idea generator drafts. So here we have our sheet, and let's create another section, another column. So trigger assets, something like that. And then we're gonna say yes for the first. So one row updated, and then we're gonna watch the trigger assets. And then as we did last week, right here, execute this, and the future will stay okay. Trigger assets, yes. Got one result that's wanted. Gonna store everything on Google Drive. So let me just activate our Drive API. So it is already okay. It is already activated. Let's use the Google Drive to create a folder. So I'm going to create a folder, and the name is going to be the link, the unique, and it can be in the root folder. Okay. And then we are going to actually gonna need a loop before before they create a folder, because maybe you have more than one um, yes right here, more than one yes. So you're gonna need to loop and create a folder for each post you're gonna make. Let's run this. Yes, JSync. Then we're gonna parse the data from the sheet. So we're going to need the content. This is an array. Let's execute it. Oops, forgot to put the content right here. Not a string, an array. Okay, and we also gonna need the caption. I think that's all. So after that, we are going to split the slides. So all the content, because we have slide number, visual description, text overlay. Let's this. Okay, now 7 items, so 7 slides. And because it is in a loop inside another loop, we're gonna need to create a sub workflow. So execute sub workflow, and we're gonna need to create this data that we're so slide number, visual description, text overlay, and we also going to pass the caption. I knows what we are talking about. Copy the caption. Texture caption. Caption. I don't think so actually. You're going to need the ID. Okay. So here we can set up something manually just for testing. So let's data right here, just developing the workflow for one and folder ID. Get from these. Okay. Oops, something went wrong. That may fix this. Okay. This way we can pin an example and run it just for testing and developing the workflow. So first thing we're gonna need to do is create an AI agent that is going to take the visual description and everything and create the prompt for the asset. So I have a prompt right here. and we're gonna switch title. We don't have a title actually, like content, text overlay, visual description, and slide number. And for the model, whatever you like, I'm gonna use the deep one that I. And for the image generation, we're gonna use Gemini. So if you have another provider, you can use HTTP request for that. But you're going to make things easy right here and use the Gemini. Gotta have the Gemini account set up, and then generate the image. Model, we're gonna choose the newest N8N Pro, and the prompt we are gonna set up after this node is done. After that, we just need to upload the image to Drive. So Drive, upload file here. Then we're gonna use the, okay, we need to wait actually, but yeah, it isn't gonna be, folder is gonna be ID, my drive, that right, and the file name will be the name of the slide. So as soon as this is done, we come back to finish the setup. Okay, so it just ran and it actually generated a image, but since there's no prompt, it's probably gonna be a random image. So yeah, and we're gonna put this prompt, and after that we're going to save. File name would be the slide number, and folder ID is gonna be ID. Okay. And actually we're gonna put a loop right here because there's gonna be 10 different flows for 10 now 7 slides coming in. So we're gonna execute each one separately, go this way, and then just to update it, flow, this is fine, and generate the image is fine also. Upload file, we actually want to use the loop. File name is going to be the slide number, and parent folder is going to be the folder ID. So this is ready. We can save and publish it, so we can use in the other flow. And in this flow, we just need to connect this and choose the workflow. So the workflow extracts AI, and it's going to ask the things that we just set up. So visual description, slide number, text overlay, folder ID, gonna come from the create folder, and that's it. Now we can run and test the workflow to see if everything shows up in the Google Drive. So the flow is working and it is running a sub workflow, and we can see right here. Let me open up the Google Drive. Okay, let me go back. There I created a lot of folders with the same link, so we can remove this, and we can see right here that it generated some images. So it would be exactly the prompt set. So yeah, this is how you create a content generation, asset generation. You learned also how to use sub workflows, using Google Drive to save the data, get the data, create folders, and generate images using Nano Banana. So yeah, I hope you found this useful, and thanks guys for watching.